Hey, what is up, guys? I hope you're all having an amazing day. As usual, I hope you guys had an amazing weekend, an amazing Easter Sunday, and I hope you have an amazing week. Today, guys, we're going to be doing something that I've been wanting to do for a while on the Del Sol. Super simple, and honestly, it changes the whole interior of the car. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about already, well, let me show you. Yes, guys, of course I'm talking about installing a quick release wheel. Now, this is not the nicest wheel. Pretty sure this is like an eBay wheel or something like that. It's the stock one, or not the stock one, but it's the one that came out of my Integra, and it'll work for now. Eventually, for the Del Sol, I want to get something like a Nardi or a personal, any kind of like wood grain wheel. I want to get a wood grain for the Del Sol, but that wheel, it's gonna work for now. Yeah, guys, enough rambling. I guess let me get to showing you guys exactly how you can install a quick release wheel on any car. Let's go, guys. So guys, this is one of the cheapest and easiest mods that you can do for your car in terms of overall value and how much it's going to change the interior and how the car feels. You can do so much. There's so much customization, and there's so many different kits for entry level all the way up to really expensive wheels. I'll show you guys right here. There are so many sites that offer different kinds of wheels. Of course, NRG, definitely the biggest name in quick release wheels, just because they've been doing it for really cheap for a really long time. Of course, you do have your companies like Momo and Sparco and all of that offer really nice wheels, and they're definitely renowned for it, just like I guess Nardi as well. They're renowned for their wheels. But NRG, when it comes to the quick release, which is just really popular right now, and it has been for a really long time, they're doing it the best. So I'm gonna go and put up a couple of different sites where you can see, who offers different kits for how much. But yeah, guys, let's go and get into it. All right, guys. So super simple. This is just a size 3 hex, and you're gonna have 6 bolts going around your quick release, and this is just the cap, so you can go and take these off. Super easy. And yeah, I'm gonna go and get those off. So guys, after you have the main cap off, there's gonna be a nut at the end of your steering shaft. Guys, this nut is gonna be a 19mm. You can use a wrench, or you can use an impact. I don't even know if my impact is gonna work. Oh, well, it worked. I was not expecting it to work. Well, after you do that, go ahead and take the nut the rest of the way off, and there you go. Super simple, super easy, as you can see, just like that. So we're gonna go and get over to the Del Sol, and I'll show you guys how to take a stock steering wheel off. So guys, please make sure to disconnect your battery. If you don't, there's a very good chance that the airbag will knock your teeth out, and I'm not responsible for that. So I'm just gonna disconnect that 10mm and pull that battery cable off. Alright guys, so moving to the inside, the first thing you want to do is get your steering wheel straight. So the key needs to go ahead and go in. My steering wheel is locked right now. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. There we go. I was able to get it with my leg. Alright, you just want to make sure your steering wheel is as straight as you can. Then we'll go ahead and start taking off the front panel for the airbag, and I'll show you guys where those screws are. Alright guys, if you can see right there, you have a screw at the bottom of the steering wheel. Alright guys, you're also going to want to take off this small cover. You're going to want to take off the cruise control, and there's going to be 3 screws down here to take off the steering rack, or not the rack, but the steering shaft cover, just for the rest, and that'll give you access to the airbag. So we're going to take all those covers and the screws off. Alright guys, so after you have all the various covers off, then you're going to want to grab a Torx bit, and you have two of these little like bolts, one on each side. You can see that one. There you go. And it is a T30 in Torx. So we're gonna go and take those off. After you have those two bolts out, one on each side, you're gonna want to get away from the airbag if you can. Even if you have your battery unplugged and the airbag unplugged, there's always, even if it's a 1% chance, it could go off. So just try to be careful with it. We're gonna go and get this one off. Alrighty, there we go, guys. That is the airbag, and this is what it looks like on the inside. Now, I'm not gonna try to retain the horn. Maybe I should, but honestly, I'm not too sure. Alright guys, so we zapped the old steering wheel off. We had to disconnect the rest of the wires for the airbag. It was just 3 little things, so it wasn't all that difficult. But we're gonna see if we can go and either tuck these wires, or if we can just pull off this whole little unit. If we can, that would be nice. I think it's only three screws, so we're gonna see about that. All right guys, so we pulled out the whole airbag system. It was pretty easy. It just ran all the way down and connected right there, if you can see that little yellow plug, and it was pretty easy. The only reason I removed this is because it has a couple of little plastic tabs on it, and the Integra didn't have it on there, so I'm not going to put it back on or leave it in this, and I'll just set it aside, put it in a box or something like that. Alrighty guys, that's finally time. We're going to go ahead and throw the NRG quick hub on. Guys, so if you see very closely, we have a little mark on the steering wheel. That's to make sure that it's straight. And on the back of the hub, we have these 2 little lines. That is to line up with the clock spring mechanics and all that, to make sure your blinkers turn back off when they're supposed to. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and make sure it's centered as best as we can. You can't really make it perfect, but you can get it close. So I'm just gonna keep working on this. Alright guys, so when you're pretty sure that you have the hub on there as straight as you can get it, go ahead, grab your nut, put it back on there, and it's gonna need to be torqued down. I believe it is 39 foot-pounds. We'll go ahead and get that finger tight and then hit it with the impact and then torque. Alright guys, so after you have the main hub on, you can go ahead and grab the cap for it, put it on there. Make sure you have this little spacer or whatever. I'm pretty sure these come with all the kits. I don't honestly completely know what it's used for, but we're gonna put it on there because it was on there before. So guys, so after you have the cap on, you're gonna want to tighten these in a sequence. Just make sure you don't have it warping or anything like that. So I'll go ahead and tighten these real quick. Alright guys, and after you have it all tightened up, I guess you can do the big trendy thing that everybody likes to do. Really, it didn't pop that time, but it doesn't really matter. This thing feels pretty nice. I like it a lot already. We're gonna go and get all the covers back on, and I'll show you guys a comparison between this wheel and the stock wheel. And there we go, we have the wheel completely installed. All of the covers are back on, all the screws are back in as well. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you real quick a comparison between these 2 wheels. The stock one is huge. The stock one can literally, if you can see this, the stock one literally eats the aftermarket one entirely. This wheel is so much smaller, it's much tighter, and I never really had a problem hitting the wheel with my leg, just because I'm a pretty short guy. But even if I grew a couple of inches, I guess it still worked pretty well. Like I said in the beginning though, this is just temporary so that I can have a quick release on here, just because, I don't know, I've always liked it. So this is just temporary until I find a nice wheel, preferably a wood grain or even like a Hart wheel. If I can find something nice, I'll get it on here as soon as I can. Of course, the wheel isn't gonna work, but that's fine. You guys might be wondering, well, if I took that wheel out of the Integra, what wheel am I gonna be using in the Integra? And that is probably gonna be a Type R steering wheel, simply because I love Integra Type R steering wheels, and if I can find one that's really nice, well, I'll put it on here. The prices are going up on them, so hopefully I can find one sooner than later. But if I can't get a Type R steering wheel, then maybe I'll go to a S2000 steering wheel. And if I can't find anything that I actually like, then maybe I'll just go back to a quick release and get a different set for this car. Not really sure yet, but hopefully it'll be a Type R steering wheel. For now, guys, I guess the Integra is just going to have a shell of a Del Sol wheel. And man, this thing is massive in this car. I never saw an Integra with a stock steering wheel until I saw my buddy's. His still has a stock steering wheel, and man, it is wild being in that car. Well, alrighty guys, I think that about wraps it up for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, if you learned something today, well, please guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that. I duly appreciate it. Honestly guys, it's about to be 1 year since I started doing YouTube videos, and it has not felt like that at all. Hopefully I'll have a video for that day when it comes up. It's going to be April 16th. That was the first day, or the day that I uploaded my first YouTube video, and I think I've come a very long way. So hopefully maybe I can do something a little bit special for that day. But yeah, rambling. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing life. All right, adios guys.
Must one person's triumph be another's humiliation?
Of course.